I am just cleansing my new deck. It's the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck and guidebook. Okay, so you can find out what spirit animal you are. So what I was reading, because the guidebook, when I did my tarot deck haul, I was complaining that maybe it's a copy because the guidebook wasn't with it, but you scan the QR code. I was just looking at it again, it caught my eye, and I saw there's a QR code that you scan to get the guidebook. So what I read about it, although I read about each and every card, it says that we embody the behaviours and energies and thoughts of different animals at different times. So nobody has just one spirit animal, because if you say, well, I'm a lion, you know, every animal has its positives and its negatives when it's out of balance. So then, you know, that's like saying you can never change, which you absolutely can. And we metamorphosize like into different things for different situations, and that is how we, you know, if you're more flexible, more adaptable, if you self-assess, if you reflect, you know, you're an evolved person. Okay, so it's really cool. I never realised how much depth there was to this deck. So there aren't numbers on it. It is divided into earth, fire, air and water signs, but it's also it's got ether, which is space, and they are the major arcanas. And it's like a kind of, it's how those animals are adapted to water, or are adapted to air, or are adapted to, you know, their environment, their habitat. But if you think about the food chain, and it literally like depicts the food chain, you know, a moth would be a mere insect at the bottom of the food chain, and you know, you go right all the way up through to your apex predators at the top, like a hawk, you know. So that would be, you know, the way that you move from being a page right through to being a knight, to a king, to an emperor, or a queen and an empress. You know, there's layers of status and layers of evolvement, and it's very much linked in with, it's actually designed by someone who's Chinese, and he explains his life and how, you know, he ended up bringing this about. But it's very much linked to, yeah, karma and dharma and spirituality and Hinduism and stuff. So it's multi-cultural, multi-religious, multi-deity. I did not realise how much depth there is to this, and I love it. I'm here for it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do an all signs. I'm going to go through from Aries through to Pisces. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and I'm going to pause it and find this screenshot, okay, because he explains it in a far more adept way than I ever could. And it's a new deck for me, but I'm going to show you the meaning of your current spirit animal, okay, right now. And like I said, this is who you are right now. As you evolve, you'll become other animals, okay? So like in Hinduism, we believe that, you know, if you're a worm and then you finish your life, but you evolved and learnt things, you'll come back as a bigger insect or a small animal. And then if you are reborn, reincarnated, you know, and you lived a good life, you will, and you learnt things, you'll come back as a larger animal, you know, and, you know, then you'll come back as a person, or, you know, something like this. So it's layers of ascension, and that's how the different chakras work. It's like layers of ascension. If you turn this around, that's actually the order with which you activate them, and it all starts from your root chakra and works its way up to the top of your head. Okay, so he explains all of that as well. They're linked to the cards. So yeah, so I'm going to screenshot the card. You will see me deal the card that Spirit's picking for you right now, and then I will put up what it means when you're in balance, when you're out of balance, and what you need to do to perhaps right yourself, you know. Because for me, it's the same as if I get, for example, the Page of Swords. If I get it upright, someone doing their research, it's positive, okay? Because swords is like information, communication, watching, being observant. It's positive. If I get it in the reverse, it's someone who's spying, and they're using that information to gossip with, and it's, you know, you're out of balance, you're using information for bad, okay? It's like using your powers for bad rather than for good. So it's the same with a king, say like the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, you know, they're controlling in a good way, they're a master of their own destiny, you know, they're probably someone who's a bit older, they're established, they're capable of, you know, finding a passionate pursuit, endeavour, goal, and actuating it with confidence. But in the reverse, that fiery passion and enthusiasm would become, you know, someone who's very angry and tempestuous and is throwing their weight around. And, you know, the Emperor reversed is even worse than that, someone who's incredibly domineering, you know, in a negative way, like incredibly controlling. They're using leadership to a nasty extent, you know. Yeah, so it's, if you imagine the food chain or the food web, it doesn't mean that you are a young person. When you get a page, it could be the beginning of a cycle, or you just, you know, it's somebody that you only recently met. So like, for example, the card, the worm in this deck, he explains, here we go, it's the second one, the earthworm. If you're like an apprentice, or you just started a course that's going to be really challenging, like a professional course. So for example, if you're a trainee teacher in your first week, it's incredibly intimidating, and you are around people who have a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills. It's like learning to drive a car. You know, if you're learning to drive a car, you're just like, how am I ever going to learn this? Because it's not like one skill or two skills or three skills. It's so many things that you have to master to get the whole, you know, to master the whole trade or to master the whole profession, and you'll have to hone that once you've started doing it to make a living. You have to keep on honing it, and you get better and better the more years you do it. The earthworm is the person at the beginning of that. They've literally just started that course, and they're around people who are absolute veterans, and basically everyone knows more than them, and they're getting critiqued, and it's really, but the earthworm, it explains like the earthworm is someone who's really invaluable because they have a fresh insight, they have new ideas, they're not institutionalized to the ways of that setting yet, so they've got a clean perspective, they haven't been dirtied by, you know, everyone has in their workplace, like, oh, that's how it is here, you know, that's what it's like here. And that dulls the spirit after a time, even though, you know, the person is, you know, having trainings, and they have like in-house trainings and external trainings, and, you know, they keep having more and more hours of practice. Certain things get regimented or stuck in their ways or a bit flat, and someone fresh coming in can just show even like the most experienced person like a new perspective or have a valid input. So the earthworm's not someone to overlook, but they often lack confidence, and rightly so, because they should be, what's the word, earnest, but they can be overlooked and underrated. And everybody has to start from somewhere. It's impossible to come into anything at the top, you know. If you have a lucky break and you get, you know, brought in at the top of something, often there's a fall coming because you haven't gone through the necessary steps to have that slow and steady and thorough and comprehensive, you know, build up. So there'll be huge building blocks missing. So that's what happens when somebody gets a job, because it's someone that they know rather than what they know, it's who they know, and that's how they got that connection. Not every time, but more often than not, they'll have like a huge success but then a big flop on the next one, or something, you know, if you imagine like an actor or something like this, you know. So yeah, so I can't remember it all, and I doubt that even then I could articulate it the way that the artist intended. And it's a brand new deck for me, like I've spent hours reading about it today. So yeah, I'm going to shuffle for each of the zodiac signs, and then I will do, I'll pause it and I'll bring up a screenshot. Of everything that it means. Okay. I am going to do reversals. I think it's important to take the message as it's given. Okay. So, starting off with Aries. Yeah, so it's the Animal Spirit deck. I got it off Temu, but the creator is, they are actually Chinese. It's not, you know, a rip-off deck. It's written and illustrated by Kim Kranz. Okay, so that is his name. It's the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and the guidebook is in digital form. I can put that on actually, if you want to look through it all, I can put that on. Yeah, so he's very clear that you do not embody one spirit animal your entire life. You go through stages of evolvement, okay? And not necessarily in that order, because when you have a major knock in life, you can be, you know, like if you're that apex predator, if you like get a lucky break as an actor or an actress and you're a hawk, you're soon about to be an earthworm. If that makes sense, if you've been listening to like what I've been saying. So let's go with it, let's have some fun and see what comes out. So what is your spirit animal? So I've been cleansing the cards, I've burnt sage, and I've looked through each one, as you should do with any new deck, and I'll do some shuffling. So I'll be starting off with Aries, going right through to Pisces. I'm just going to pull one card to find out what is your spirit animal, in brackets, right now, okay? This moment in time, this moment in your life, this current phase that you're in, or today, because you could be, you know, someone who's going to evolve from simply reading this. This might trigger something in you. Okay. Right, I just went for my dinner. If you don't, you have to go for dinner straight away, or you don't want to see what happens, right? Only joking. Okay, so Aries, Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aries' highest good. Okay, what is their spirit animal? What is their spirit animal at this point in time? Which animal are they embodying for Aries, please? So, you've got two cards. The snake reversed and the buffalo reversed, okay? So, I will pull those up for you now. Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Taurus. I am going to find out what is your spirit animal, or what spirit animal are you embodying right now, okay, at this phase in your life. Okay, we've got the owl reversed. The owl reversed. Okay, so I'm gonna get a shot of what that means. Okay, this is a reading for Gemini. I'm gonna find out what your spirit animal is, okay? Or at least the spirit animal that you're embodying right now, okay, at this point in your journey. Gemini. The elephant, okay, you got the elephant in the upright. This is a fire sign, okay. So I will put a shot up of what that means right now. So elephant upright, okay. Okay, this is a reading for Cancer. Let's see what spirit animal you are embodying right now, okay, at this moment in your life. Cancer. Okay, the firefly reversed. The firefly reversed. Okay, so I will put the meaning of that up right now. Okay, this is a reading for you, Leo. Let's find out what spirit animal you're embodying right now. What spirit animal is Leo embodying right now at this point in their life? Okay, we've got the scorpion upright. We've got a few here. We've got the horse reversed, the spider reversed, and the snake upright. Okay, so I will put up what these mean right now. Okay, this is a reading for you, Virgo. It is finding out what is your spirit animal. What is your spirit animal at this point in your life? the elephant. Okay, another sign got that one as well. I will put up what that means on the screen right now. Okay, this is going to be a reading for Libra. I'm going to find out what is your spirit animal right now at this point in time, this point in your life. Okay. Ooh, the panther. Okay, so I will put up on the screen what that means right now. Okay, this is a reading for Scorpio. Let's find out what your spirit animal is right now at this point in your life, at this phase in your life. Which animal are you embodying, Scorpio? Okay, you've got a few. We've got the rabbit reversed, the unicorn reversed, and the turtle upright. Okay, so I'm going to put on the screen, I'm going to put what those mean right now. Okay, the rabbit reversed, the unicorn reversed, and the turtle upright. Okay, this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. Let's find out what is your spirit animal, okay, or at least the spirit animal that you're embodying at this phase in your life. Okay, spirit for Sagittarius then. What spirit animal are they embodying at this phase in their life? Okay, the hawk reversed. The hawk reversed. I will put up on the screen what that means right now. Okay, this is a reading for Capricorn. Let's find out what your spirit animal is, okay? Or at least what spirit animal you're embodying right now at this phase in your life. Capricorn. Spirit, give me a card for Capricorn at this phase in their life. What spirit animal are they embodying right now? Unicorn. Okay, unicorn. I will put on the screen what that means right now. Okay, this is a reading for Aquarius. Let's see what your spirit animal is, at least at this phase in your life. Okay, which spirit animal are you embodying? Spirit guides, universe and angels. Which spirit animal is Aquarius embodying at this phase in their life? Well, that was definitive. The golden egg reversed. The golden egg reversed. So I will put that up on the screen what that means right now. Okay, Pisces, this is a reading for you to find out which spirit animal you are, or at least which spirit animal you're embodying right now, okay, at this point in your life. Spirit guides, universe and angels. which spirit animal is Pisces embodying right now at this phase in their life. We cannot take all of these. I'm going to take the one that's on the top. Okay, Firefly. Firefly in the upright. So I will put on the screen what that means right now.